Hello, my name's Preston. I have a project to show you. So these are two propane tanks that were free to me. One of them I got on the side of the road, and one of them was given to me by a family member. And I've seen some people on YouTube turn these into gas cans instead of propane tanks because, well, maybe they're like have a leak at the valve or something like that, or maybe they're watertight but not airtight, so it's a way to repurpose them. Me personally, I just don't use a lot of propane, and I could use them for gas instead. So the idea being that you remove the valve and you replace it with some standard fittings that you can get at Lowe's. I believe this is 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, it's a 3/4 of an inch elbow. I was looking for a 45 instead of a 90, but they were out. So this is the basic setup that I've seen people do this with. Basically, you have two sets of ratchet straps. I'm gonna see if I can get this chest rig to point the right way. One up top to kind of hold this in place where you're going to turn the valve, and then one down low just to kind of keep it angled up against whatever solid object you have. And then of course a big old long piece of pipe for a breaker bar. Some have done it just like that, and others have put a wrench on it and then tried. So we're going to try. Gonna have to try this monkey wrench instead. It's also worth mentioning that this has been thoroughly drained of propane for like days left open, and it doesn't appear to be functioning. There it is. Yep, I'm feeling it give. Let's see if I can continue that. Reset it up at a different angle. This chest rig is probably not getting the picture at all, but here you go. Yep, it is loosening it, and it is quite slow at its job. Crap, now I don't know how I'm going to get it at that angle. So the way that this thing works, the jaws are open that way, so I grabbed a crescent wrench because the jaws pointed this way, so now I should be able to get a better angle on this. Unlike with that monkey wrench, and it's loose enough, I should just be able to undo it with my knee. Yeah, and try not to smack myself in the process. But yeah, this is not a super quick process, just keep working at it. Also grabbed a pair of channel locks just in case that didn't work with a breaker bar. I know I'm not using them in the right direction. I'm doing what I have to do here. So now something that they don't, I don't know, maybe some YouTubers mention it, but it's kind of the butt pucker moment where you're like, did I let all the air out completely? Is there a safety valve that still has propane in this thing? I don't know, we'll see. This is my cat Myrtle, by the way. I'm gonna try and get her back inside before this crap happens, or maybe just scare her over. There we have it. It is off and no explosions. So I did it right. That's great. Just gotta figure out what the flip. Oh, that just came right out. Okay, cool. Now there's some corrosion in there. I'm probably gonna clean that out before I try the new fittings. Maybe clean any of these shavings. Let's see. So I'm just in the process, hopefully you can see, of screwing this new vent on. But I'm noticing that it's getting tight while facing the wrong direction. And I want this to be, tight where it won't leak, but loose enough where I can get this undone by hand, because this is where I plan on filling this container of fuel. So what I'm going to try to do is just keep catching it in the opposite direction of threads, if that makes sense, because there's two places that these threads should be able to start, and we'll see if that can function like I'm hoping. That looks to have done the same set of threads. Let me keep trying with that. Maybe there's only one direction of threads on this. I don't know, a lot of times there's two directions, but this may just be one directional. Maybe I'll have here. On honestly, what I may be more likely to do is just fill through the spout, and so that I can have something that's tighter at this nozzle, so that I can eliminate leaks. Because then, keeping this relatively loose is not the end of the world, really. Let me see. So I've gotten this thing on here quite tight. I scratched up the fitting a little bit, which is unfortunate, but the fitting's not broken at least. And now I should be able to tighten this. Bring this right over here. Yeah, that's good and tight. And then I can just leave this on loose. So yeah, you got like a 3/4 inch, I believe it is, elbow, male to female, and then this is black iron fittings, and then a black iron pipe. This is just like a 10-inch nipple or something. You could use something else, and then a little cap on the end, just keep your gas from coming out. And then the next step would be to install a vent, although I can't remember right, but I think cans under a certain amount of volume, you don't have to have a vent, if I remember right. But there we go, rinse and repeat for the next one. Thanks for watching.